जनक लाओत्से सोक्रेटिस साई निर्मल माई नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम मूसा ज़ाराथुस्ट्र कन्फ्यूशियस क्षणात व्यथा घणात उभा पाठीशी एक अदृश्य गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगी चरण लाभ होता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु दया सिंधु गुरु दीन बंधु गुरु जननी जन्मदाता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता गुरु एक जगी त्राता
Jai Shri Mataji. Let's start the meditation, collective, global, Namaskar, and Kundalini, with full attention and dedication to Mother.
जनक लाओ से आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से सोक्रेटिस साई निर्मल माई नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम मूसा ज़ाराथुस्त्र कन्फ्यूशियस नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम मूसा ज़ाराथुस्त्र कन्फ्यूशियस आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से सोक्रेटिस साई निर्मल माई नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मुहम्मद इब्राहिम आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से आदि गुरु जनक लाओ से सोक्रेटिस साई निर्मल माई नानक मुहम्मद मोहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक मोहम्मद इब्राहिम नानक भवसागर में कुंडलिनी मादि गुरु बन गंभीरा भवसागर
So we are in Holland, which is the Holy Land of Europe. And the Holy Land of Europe has got lots of water in it flowing. It's at a lower level than the Mother Earth. And the sea flows through it. So it's a good combination of the sea and the earth here. So sea cleanses and the Mother Earth blesses the people of Holland. But if they have lost their moorings and they are flying in the wrong direction, then the same Holy Land can become a hell land. So we have to be very careful to see that we create more and more Sahajogis in this place. In my reading of the character of the Western people, I find they are extremely aggressive by nature and very egoistical on the whole. One should not feel that I'm saying about you, but I'm saying you are Sahajogis, you belong to the kingdom of God, but I'm telling about in general now. While I'm talking, keep your eyes open. I don't know why people close their eyes. I can't understand. Now, when we are in the Holy Land, we find that the Mother Earth has allowed the sea to flow in. And it's a very good place for me to say something to you. Here the sea has taken refuge in the Mother. The Guru has bound itself with the motherly qualities. A person feels more safe on the ground than on the sea or in the air. So today is the best opportunity for me to say that after the Guru Puja, we have to understand that to be holy means you must allow the Guru Tattva to circulate in the mother principle. Or the Guru Tattva is to be controlled and guided and beautified by the mother principle. It's only the Mother Earth that is beautiful, because it can create so many varieties, so many dramas, so many plays. Any other element, if you see, has nothing in it. So it is she who can create. So we should take to the motherly quality more and try to bind our Guru principle through that motherly, beautiful, creative power, so that we make our presence very agreeable, very congenial, very beautiful, full of interest and varieties. Every time new flowers, every time new fruits, every time a new design. As Kundalini is made of Mother Earth, we are quite capable of doing that. There are gurus and gurus and gurus, but no one so far is such a master as you are of the Kundalini. If they were, they would have given realization to thousands. Why? Because your mother has penetrated into your Guru principle and has risen your Kundalini, has given you powers to raise Kundalini, breaking your 7th chakra so clearly. That never happened with anyone. Even incarnations could not do that to the masses as you are doing. The Kundalini is flowing from your hand. The Ganesha is active in you. But it should never give you the ego or the sternness or the heaviness of the sea. But it should give you the beauty of the Mother Earth. Mother Earth is always bigger than the sea because she has to contain the sea. Sea can never be bigger than the Mother Earth. Sometimes it looks sea bigger, but sea is contained in the Mother Earth. It cannot go beyond. So Mother Earth is always greater, bigger, wider than the sea. So one has to understand that when Kundalini has risen, you have become all the 7 chakras and not only the Guru chakra. And when you have become the Guru chakra, it is also bounded on all sides by the Mother Earth. Under these circumstances, when we are so capable, we are giving realization to so many people. When we are achieving so many things, if we could just become humble, congenial, beautiful, we can master the whole world. But I find in the styles of Sahaja, especially in the West and westernized Indians, there is so much of ego still expressed in their talks, in their behavior. They are not capable of it. To see, I think, sometimes. But better see it. First, you may have to act as sweet people. Maybe. But you must learn that way. If you do not understand that all your leadership, all your Guru Tattva depends entirely on the loving capacity of your mother, her patience. I get angry, but perhaps once in 10 years or 12 years, something like that. Seldom. That's better. Then the anger has some meaning, but all the time if you are in a temper or you try to show off or if you have so much of ego that you go on asserting on wrong things, then you cannot be effective. Another thing I've seen, that ego has no discretion. Ego has no discretion of any kind. If you are egoistical, first thing you lose is discretion. Then what's the use of having this nonsense of an ego which doesn't give you discretion? And people who have greater ego always then assert, and you have to agree to that. You are more impressed by the people who have greater ego than yours. And you like the people who are without any ego, so you can oppress on them. But the discretion part is very poor. That you can see. The other day one guru had come, one gentleman had come, and he has given some mantra. It's by his guru. Now he can't hear anything against his guru. Why? Because his ego has chosen that guru. Because the ego has chosen, how can the ego be wrong? And ego is always wrong. Invariably it is wrong. everything is upside down with the ego orientation. Gradually, you will learn that in the West, people lack common sense. Completely, they lack common sense in everything. I mean, if they had common sense, there would have been much less problems. But common sense is lacking, and also I find the same thing in Sahaja yogis. They lack common sense. You have to become so wise that common sense should be your nature. But common sense we lack. Like today, I'll have some water. Today I was discussing about, say, the labor problem, which is a very general problem. Yes, thank you. Which is a very general problem. You have a labor problem. For example, you have unemployment. Now the whole system that is built in here, and we too have adopted some of it, but not to that extent, of working hours is very absurd. For example, supposing you get up at 4 o'clock. I mean, that's very big supposition, of course, but supposing we get up at 4 and we take our bath. Morning time is very peaceful. We can meditate. We can do what we like. Then we finish all the other work we have to do. Get yourself ready, have yourself ready, have your breakfast or tea or whatever you want to have. Then by 8 o'clock you are ready for work. Supposing you go at 8 o'clock for your work. So you can work from 8 up to 1 o'clock very easily. Very easily, no problem. Then 1 o'clock, you come back home, have your lunch, and have a siesta. If you can have siesta for about 2 hours, till 4 o'clock, by 5 o'clock you again go to work. Then you can work from 5 to 11 without feeling tired at all. After 11 you might be. So you put in much more work, much less sleep, and you keep fresh and young. But it requires common sense. Now, how unemployment can be solved? Some people can work in the morning, some can work in the evening. Now, those who are working in the morning, the ladies could be in the house, men could be outside. Then the men come out in the evening, they can do the household work. Ladies can do in their house, or when they are in the house, men can do creative work, like making statues, handwork, handmade things. So everybody gets employment. They become more creative, much happier people. And so easy to solve the problem. But there is unemployment. Because of unemployment, there are so many problems. Very easy to solve the problem of unemployment. You don't give any social security or anything. You give them their pay and let them work for shorter time. If you make them create things and sell them, they have more money. Or they can have nice things around them. Otherwise, you can have horrid things like that. So you can have lots of things which are handmade. Plus machine-made things, whatever you want to have, there should be a balance. With common sense, we should know how far to go. How far to have balance. Like machine goes on like mad, we cannot control machines. Because we think we get money, we do not. After some time, machines have to stop. So you have to go up to this. I'm trying to put the Guru Tattva into the Mother Tattva. As practical. So, common sense should be applied. And that can only come when there is no ego. With ego, there cannot be common sense. Because I like it, I do it. But this I is an ego who is blind, who is indiscreet, who is stupid. So ultimately we do stupid things. There should be common sense, which one can learn by getting rid of this. Now, people say, Mother, how to get rid of ego? It's very simple. You have to move left to the right 108 times in Sahaja. You have to forgive people in Sahaja. And you can watch yourself. First of all, see, do you watch others or you watch yourself, first of all? Like there was a lady traveling with me, very old lady. And she said, this man is handsome, this man is not handsome, this woman is good looking, she is pretty. That I was looking at her. I said, this mad woman, she will go really crazy by the time we get down. She goes on looking into every person, judging everyone, who is handsome, who is not. And everybody whom she called handsome, I found him ugly. So I gave up. I said, you better decide. I never tried these things. Then, that man is not good, he is very hot-tempered, he is this thing, he is that, he talks like that, he walks like that, he shouldn't look like that. Worried about other people. You tell them anything, they'll go on shaking their neck like that. Oh, how could you do it? But you do it yourself. If they have to say yes, they'll do it 10 times. Yes, 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 yes. If they have to say no, they'll go on saying no, 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 no. There's no common sense. Why to move your neck so many times? See, if somebody is saying that, you need not react all the time. So this is another thing, internal reaction. First is external. Seeing everyone, judging everyone. Oh, I don't like this station. This is too much dusty. This bathroom is not good. That room is not good. That thing is not good. Like that. As if you are the Queen of England. Even that could be even more than that. Because she's not even allowed to choose her dress. Parliament has to decide. Poor thing cannot have any ego at all, poor thing. She has to choose what dress she has to wear for a particular occasion. If the parliament says yes, she wears. She says no, no. Big problem for them. But for us who are free people, we must have common sense to understand what to do, where to do, what to talk, how to talk. But when there is ego, you cannot have common sense. And this is the reason I think the Western people have become so stupid in so many things. Whatever I see it upside down. Indians, we may be poor people in the villages. They are not so educated. You are all very well educated people. Everything is there. But all has come out of ego. So the common sense is lacking. So those who deal with the Mother Earth, like farmers, have tremendous common sense. Now in Holland, I used to think people will have lot of common sense because they are farmers, you see. When I had come in 65, they were better off, much better people, not so nonsensical. They were well-dressed, nice, sensible, solid people. Of course, I met quite elderly people also, I should say. But I was surprised that in the market you could not get a transistor made in Holland, could not get anything made in Holland. So I said, how is it? You don't make anything machine? He said, why should we? For our 25 bulbs of tulips in those days, we get one transistor from Japan. So why should we make a transistor? Common sense. We sent from here 25 bulbs, and they had fields and fields of all kinds of tulips all over, when I came here. So they said for 25 bulbs we get one transistor, so why should we? We export our bulbs to them and get their transistors. Why should we make transistors? Then they said we export our cheese to a particular country, or eggs to Italy, or chicken to this country, and we get all that we need. I was amazed. You see, they're so proud of their agriculture. And so much doing like that way, which was a very sensible thing. And because they were dealing with the land, I thought I'll find Holland people to be the best. But then I got reports that people are absolutely gone off their heads. They have become like bullocks now. Working with the land, they have become like bullocks who plow the land. I was surprised. How have they become like bulls? They were very sensible people, very sensible. Farmers, sensibly dealing with things and working out things in such beautiful manner. Very innocent and simple people. And naive up to a point of sweetness. Very sweet. When we came here, they wanted to please us, so they wanted to put a flag for us, of our country. And they put Pakistan's flag in front of us. So I was very happy to see that. And they were talking vegetarianism, but when we came, my daughter had suddenly become vegetarian because she had developed a funny nausea in the ship, you see. So she was not eating any meat so she said, I am vegetarian. So they said, all right, then will you have chicken? They were that simple, very simple people. And now they're talking about vegetarianism. I'm surprised in 65 and 85 only in these 20 years, how much they have changed. Very nice. And they were not busy doing all these exercises and reducing weight or increasing weight and jogging on the road. Just now, yesterday I was walking, everybody was jogging like mad. Very sensible. But they have lost their common sense. Because perhaps they do not come in contact with Mother Earth. They are using machines too much. Maybe that is one of the reasons. And must be the air from other outside countries coming, and they think they are rustic, so they must accept that is all that is modern, sophisticated. Perhaps, maybe. There's a story about a farmer who was traveling by train. And there were some naughty boys who came from the city, so they wanted to pull the legs of the farmer. So one of the boys asked him that if the eggs are selling here in this station for 20p, and in the next station the chicken is selling for £1, what is my age? Just to tease him. So immediately the fellow says, you must be 22. He said, how do you know exactly I'm 22? He said, because my brother, who is full mad, is 44. You see, they are so practical, so brass. You see, as you call in American language, brass tacks. You see, they know what is it. He looked at him and he said, 22? He said, how? Why? My brother, who is 44, is full mad. And these boys didn't know where to look, you see, because they wanted to tease him. And the farmers have great sense. Like we had one minister who had developed a bad neck, you see, White Vishuddhi, Prime Minister, he was Chief Minister. He used to go on like this, his head used to go like this. So some farmers came to see him. They saw him and they looked at him. They said, oh, he's saying no already, what's the use of telling him anything? We have lots of stories of farmers in India, which shows how much they understand life. I had a very nice gardener. He was from a village. So there was one fellow, old fellow, another gardener. He says, no use talking to this old fellow. I said, why? He said, if he is a Hindu, then an old man is a gone case. I said, why? Because in young age they live like ascetics and in old age they become like bhoots. But if he's a Muslim, they don't live like ascetics in young age. They enjoy life and in old age they are satisfied souls. So you better talk to a Muslim old man than to an Hindu old man. I mean, the reading is so correct about things, you know. Everything that he said was so practical and so sensible. I was really surprised how he could say these things with such sweetness and with such goodness. And how he understood so many things so well. And he was a very young fellow, about, I would say, 32 years of age. So he came to Bombay to see us. He didn't know our full address. He only knew Marine Drive. So he told the fellow, his taxi fellow, you drive me at Marine Drive. He said, Marine Drive is a big place. You said, drive me anywhere in Marine Drive. He drove. So he went and asked, is there a very tall gentleman staying in Marine Drive somewhere? And you see, my husband is one of the tallest in Indians, you see. So he went to the servants, asked, have you seen any tall Saab anywhere? He said, there's one tallest staying there, you see. So that's how he came to our house. And he showed them his shoes. This shoe is given to me by my Saab. He's also very tall, you see. So he said, this shoe he has given me. And he wears the same style of shoes. So servants notice all these things. They were very practical people. So another gardener who met him, he said, yes, there's a tall fellow and he wears the same type of shoes. So he came to our house. How they are sharp and how their eyes are so penetrating, how they know everything about everything. It is remarkable, very remarkable. And that is what we have to be. We have to be gurus with the mother's influence on us. All the time the mother controlling us, the mother guiding us, the mother making our banks, mother making our maryadas. So the motherliness is your blessing. Today you are raising your kundalini because your guru is a mother. Otherwise you could never have done it. And that is why motherliness is so important. One of the reasons perhaps why the Sahajogis run away from the leaders and sometimes from the people who want to have followed may be that we do not know that they are just entering in, just opening out. So try to be kind, just hatching. The little chicks, you see, will die very fast. You have to handle them very, very carefully. I'm saying this after so many years of not saying this. And I'm requesting all of you, try to develop, sit before the mirror and try to act like a mother. Let us say. Practice it. Try to be nice, kindly, gentle, patient. If you want to spread Sahaja Yoga in the West, we have to do that. Not in Maharashtra. Maharashtra's mothers are quite strict and they are straightforward. And children are used to it. You might find that you will say that my mother was a very strict lady, but I think I like her very much because she's taught me so many things. My sisters are expert cooks. We are very good in life. We are doing so well in life. We don't trouble anyone. All these things have come from our mother. She was a strict lady. She would not tolerate any nonsense. She would never tell a lie herself. And if you tell her, all right, if this gentleman is coming, you tell that I'm not in the house. Don't tell me to tell lies. I'll tell him that you told me to tell the lies. That's how she was. And that's how she treated us. And we lived with that. But we didn't mind it because What she did was for our good. We knew that she was doing it for our good. Not in this country. People don't understand this fact. They have ego. They never understand that this is for your good. They will always understand this is aggressiveness because they themselves are aggressed or they are aggressive. If they are aggressive, they are even worse. So try to understand what is the situation is in this country. I have adjusted myself. You also should adjust yourself here to the way it is. And that's how we should not hear any more, any complaints about. Now again the Guru Tattva has to go inside, the Mother Tattva. So next time I will not have any complaints, but they should all say, oh Mother, what a nice man, he's so kind, he's so gentle, so very sweet. It doesn't take at all anything to be done. Now in this good atmosphere, when the nature is so abundant and the sun also is hiding its own sharpness, when everything is so beautiful, we should decide that we will behave in a manner that will behove our mother. And not fight, not quarrel, not say things. Like somebody in the train now, supposing going, will go and quarrel with the ticket collector. This is my seat, that is my. Sahaja does not do that. Sahaja, all right, you don't want, all right, I'll sit here, all right, whatever is legal, I'll do that. Whatever is proper, I'll do. You want it, all right, doesn't matter. You don't allow, all right. Immediately the person melts away. But if you know this is my seat, I've booked it, this, that, and then your mother plays tricks there, on top of that. So ultimately you find that the seat was not yours. And you feel very upset about it. How a Sahaja is insulted. So that is how it is going to work out in this beautiful manner if we understand the beauty of sweetness and beauty of your Mother Earth, how she beautifully creates everything. And even she's so sweet, I tell you, that if you are sleeping under a coconut tree, can you imagine now? A coconut is so big, if it falls on anybody's head, finished. Stomach also, terrible. It can break your bone. But it will never fall on any human being or any animal. Can you believe it? It's a fact. That is Tambara Pragya. That's the quality of the Mother Earth. It never falls on any human being or animal. How does she manage that? And you have seen how the flowers also fall gently. You never see the flowers growing. How the mother does that? Otherwise we'll have problem, you see. Suddenly you see a flower, tuk, 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 tuk. So she, slowly she does it and suddenly, she makes the leaves so beautifully arranged that they all get the sun. How she manages? Then she creates a beautiful shade for you. The color scheme, everything so beautiful. And then how she nourishes? That because all the leaves drop down and they give nitrogen again to the Mother Earth. And then she again nourishes them up. But the leaves have to fall down if the sun has to come to the Mother Earth. It's all her doing. But she does it so beautifully that we are not even aware of what she's doing to us. We don't know. If you notice it, one thing about the Mother Earth's beauty that she creates and how sweetly she does it, you will say that even 1/1000th of that, if we have, we could be somewhere already ruling in the kingdom of heaven. This is what it is. So as you have got your Kundalini, you must develop that sweetness within you in such a manner that people see you and think that you are great mothers. But as you know, in the West, the mothers are so horrible. The women are so dominating that people do not have a proper image of a mother also. Women are extremely dominating. Women must learn to dominate. It's so easy. A bull can dominate anybody. But can they be like Mother Earth, which can bear up all kinds of troubles, all kinds of problems? Can we do that way? Especially that's why I request women of this country to develop those beautiful qualities and not of domination. Domination, it doesn't behove a woman. It doesn't look nice on her. It's like a bull she's wearing as a diamond piece around her neck. It's not beautifying. So we must give up that idea of dominating or trying to oppress the husband. He says something, we say no. To children, we say no. To everyone, we try to dominate. That's not our character. Even I think Roosevelt once said that, of course, he must have met real Indian women, that an Indian woman, she is like a magnolia in an Indian forest. Of course, here the magnolias are useless, but in Indian forest, even one flower in the forest, it is hidden, you can't see it. But you can smell it. The whole forest is fragrant. You can't see it anywhere. It's hidden. One flower. You can know this magnolia. And this is the greatest quality, because love is the most attractive thing in this world. Why do you hang around me? Just ask yourself. Because I have vibrations, my photograph has got. No. You feel that you are loved, that I love you. It's a very great quality. But I have that innate within me. I don't have to have it from anywhere. And you too have it. Just expose it and manifest it. May God bless you. Thank you.
Shri Ganesh Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete surrender in Saraswati. Collectively, the vibration and the presence of the Guru. Let be truly in meditation and in surrender state. Namaskar, Kundalini. Have a blessed day. See you tomorrow, same time. Chish Mataji.